gave you yesterday. Nadine, did you go through the both the homeworks?
Yes, ma'am.
And what about me? Did you also go through both of them?
Yes, ma'am. I completed.
Okay. If you have completed, if you have finished, then I suppose today I will go to meme at first. I want you to actually describe the first video, that crab versus seal versus octopus. The video that I sent about BBC Art, of BBC Art channel. And so what was that, what was described in the video, and what was the video about, and what was about the survival, all the survival things that were shown here. So Mim, you can continue.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I watched the full video. First, watched the first video. There, I understand about uh, Sally Lightfoot crab and moray eel versus octopus. Uh, I understand that they feed their life in a risky way for protecting themselves. They need to go a long way for feeding themselves. Usually, thousands of crabs are gathered on the tropical shores of Brazil, and they need to wait here. Uh, Wait here for when they wait for when the tide come to go out for searching their food or feeding themselves. The crabs run 100 meters from the shore to seaweed covered rocks because uh, they uh, uh, they depends on uh, on those seaweed covered rocks for their feeding. And that time they face a race against the tide when they try to go there. They face a race against the tide. On the way of their journey, they have to face all their enemy also, like the moray eel and octopus. Also, I understand that among their enemies, like octopus and the moray eel, the chain moray is a crab hunter specialist. Uh, Sometimes these enemies cleverly use different ways to reset their ambush. That's why the crabs are usually or really afraid of water, and they always make a rush for grazing on seaweed lands. Can understand. That's it, ma'am.
All right, Mim. All right. Okay, okay. And we that said and okay.
Sorry, ma'am, I cannot hear you.
Uh, I asked. Okay, Mim, am I audible right now? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I asked Piyash that Piyash, did you go through the videos that I sent in the group?
Ma'am, I thought the speaking class will be held on 9:45. Ma'am, that's the reason I sent you my writing, and after the evening class, I will go through the video, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay. But like, I start the spoken classes at first, so that's why. Okay, I will give you a changed routine because, like, yes, you remember that said that the day that it gets you be the previous month, and at that time I changed the routine that I will take the spoken class first and then I will go to the other one. Okay, so that was the thing. All right, so no issue. There are also
Ma'am,
nothing.
I interrupt you, ma'am. Ma'am, uh, is it will goes every day, ma'am, in this way,
Piyush, I couldn't hear you properly. What were you saying?
ma'am? Will it goes in every day first speaking and then
Yes,
writing or
yes,
grammar?
yes, 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 yes. Every day it
Okay,
will
ma'am,
go this
but
way.
in the routine, I found different, ma'am.
Yes, I get it. I actually changed it because the like previous month, PS, if you remember, you said that it gets late, so that's why I changed. I told you, but maybe okay, I will change it. I will change all. I will change the whole routine, and I will send. After like finishing this class, I will send you the new one. Okay, all right, no problem. Mm, okay. So, Piyash, are you? Can you actually speak now? It seems like a lot of noise is around you. Noise around you. Can you speak right now or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, no problem. I am able to speak.
All right then. Okay, so Piyash, we have you like there are many whenever we watch televisions, and of course there are some times that we watch televisions. Like there are some times that we watch some videos and some advertisements on televisions on on different types of channels, different kinds of channels. So have you ever felt that there is any certain kind of advertisement by which you wasn't you didn't appreciate the advertisement that much, or you couldn't actually like the video much or the advertisement much because of the content that it had within it? So have you faced any kind of situation like this, that there was an advertisement that you didn't like it, and mm, this kind of incident, Piyash, have you ever faced? And
Yes, ma'am.
what was
Yes,
the reason? Yes, what is the reason behind it? And
ma'am.
describe.
Always I find some mistake on the advertisement. How they try to show us the incident or their maybe uh, the systems of the advertise. So it's really unrealistic and interesting. Take the body's faith, then uh, they try to show us that some girls uh, are rushed to him, ma'am. So it's really unrealistic. And sometimes I find mistakes in some washing powder videos or some kinds of soft drinks, and they don't tell us the original truth, how it's hygienic or how it is healthy, uh, and even they force to buy the product, how they correlate or how they uh, advertise or the ma'am, how can I say, the boy and girls, then the whole things are, ma'am, maybe pre-selected, and this the way men are attracted, and sometimes they buy the product even uh, don't know the effect of the uh, of their health. So it's really danger for us, and never they tell us their weakness or any bad effect of their product. So I always find some mistake because they only try to show the positiveness, but they don't try to say anything about their weakness or any bad effect of their products.
Yes, yes, yes. Totally relatable. And Nadim, whenever there are some moments, not everyone nowadays watch television because we all have our phones and our laptops, and we go through our laptops and different types of apps, and we don't actually nowadays we don't go through, me as well, I don't go through television that much after, even after going home. So as phones are very handy, so even when we get the chance to watch televisions, we find many kinds of advertisements or different types of advertisements about different kinds of products. So there are many, there may be some kind of advertisements which actually are unrealistic, or maybe you feel that this is not the truth about the video, or maybe these are totally fake. So um, could you relate to this incident, Nadim, that the advertisements are too unrealistic to believe, or all of, like maybe, or some kind of thing which actually showed the racial conflict between a person or between people? So, among people, did you ever face this kind of thing, Nadim?
I'm thinking, ma'am. Uh, Ma'am, can I answer some moments later, ma'am?
All right. You can answer some moments later. I will ask the same question to Mim. Mim, what about you? Have you ever gone through this kind of experiences? If you have, so you can share your experience.
Ma'am, I need some time also. Can you give me some time uh, for thinking?
Okay. All right. You can mute yourself. But you know, the first thing is they will not provide you any time. Okay. And if you like, if you ask them to make the time for you, then the time will just go on and they won't give you any extra time. So I think whenever you are actually getting any kind of topic, you should be actually prepared from the from your inside, from heart, that okay, I need to go on, I need to carry on. You need to be actually prepared, speaking or whatever the situation is. Okay, you can't just sit and say nothing. That's not the thing. That's not how the things work. Okay, so, Nadim, are you ready or you need some more time?
No, ma'am. I had a phone call, ma'am. That's why I'm taking some moments. Ma'am, can I start, ma'am?
Okay, all right, you can start.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, I think all the ad are not relatable. Uh, their product uh, in our uh, if I say this kind of product mm, that are not relatable in real life and their ad. For example, ma'am, electronic device. They say that uh, this product is uh, very good condition. This capabilities uh, very high, but when we just buy this kind of product, and then we can understand what is the condition now. It's really, ma'am, sometimes really bad, ম্যাম নষ্ট হয়ে যায় ম্যাম, এটার ইংরেজি কি বলবো?
নষ্ট হয়ে যাওয়া as in which type, like the products
ইয়েস ম্যাম,
decrease, like
প্রোডাক্টটা মানে খারাপ হয়ে যায়।
keys, CDA, yes, keys also mean that kharap ho jawa. Then destroy, get destroyed, that's also
ইয়েস
can
ম্যাম,
mean.
ইয়েস ম্যাম,
And hmm,
ইয়েস ম্যাম, থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম। গেট destroyed very soon, and and that can happen many times, and that is why I can say that sometimes they uh, they advertise their product relatable, but many times uh, are not relatable their products. And if I say also this kind of product, I can say that drinks, ma'am, drinks like juice. So they say that it's really pure, it's really healthy for our health. But when when we drink, when we buy it and drink, then we can understand what is the effect now. And that is why it sometimes, ma'am, relatable, but many times are not relatable, their ads.
all right, Nadim. Okay. And what about you, Mim? Mim, have you ever have you ever found this kind of situation that you didn't like about any advertisement, or you can share with us?
Yes, ma'am. I found which they showed and told that after buying their products, we cannot find them as uh, they said in their advertisement. And I also uh, experienced that sometimes uh, I bought some products after watching advertisement. Uh, it's like many time ago, long time ago. Uh, then I could not understand about their advertisement. I thought that it's really. Uh, then I after buying their products,
I thought that it's real. I thought
I
that it's
thought
real.
it's real. Yes, ma'am. And after buying these products, I when I used it, I understand that actually they are not real in with they are not matched with their advertisement as they said about the products. And sometimes we watched at their advertisement that they uh, they offer sometimes with one products that buy one uh, get two or buy one get three. Then we can buy or we will try to buy their products. We thought that or we think that sometimes that we uh, are buying these products, uh, we can uh, we can be profited by buying themselves their products. But actually that's not happened. These many effects like we buy sometimes we buy grocery things like
Grocery items.
grocery items drinking products or uh, drinking products or soap type products or detergent. Uh, uh, but when we use them, we cannot find any profit or any benefit by using them. And that's why I now understand that actually they are not real. We What are they showed or told us at their advertisement. That's it, ma'am.
In their advertisements. All right. Mm, okay. So Nadim, that I sent the video about um two videos I actually sent. The second one was about the deadly Portuguese man of war. So, did you actually go? You said that you went through the video. So, what was the uh, deadly creature that the video spoke about, and what is its actually word that is seems like a deadly creature? So, what do you think? Nadim actually described the whole thing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. But second video I saw that and the video title name is The Deadly Portuguese Man War. And in these videos, uh, basically talking about jellyfish, and we all know that over half of the animals in the open ocean drift in current, and in these videos, um, the video maker told about jellyfish and how to absorb or how to get uh, another animal and how to eat jellyfish. So uh, uh, in these videos, I saw that jellyfish cross entire ocean, and he can eat all the thing that uh, comes near near his uh, ten, tentacle uh, tentacle. If it if it uh, 1 meters or sometimes 2 meters away from uh, jellyfish. So in these videos, and uh, also told that uh, je- um, also told that in- al- he, they have many they have thousands of stinging cell, and mm, and a single and also said this video, a single tentacle can eat a human as well. So that is why uh, it is the deadly uh, animal, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Nadim, for explaining. Actually, all right. So, yes, it was a bit tough actually, but you know that you need actually, and you need to actually know that after you want to acquire the IELTS spoken and all those things, and if you Nadim, how many times did you listen to this video? Did you listen to this for more than once, or was it
Yes, ma'am.
just once?
First one is 5 or 6 times, and second one is 3 times, ma'am.
Okay, okay. All right. All right. Um, Not a problem then. Okay. So, Piyash, as you can listen to me, I would like you to describe uh, the movies that you have gone through. Maybe you have gone through any kind of movies or telefilms. Uh, you have gone through or you have watched movies or telefilms, right? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so was there any character that caught your eyes and you became very invested into that character, or you felt very intimidated into that character to that character, or maybe you idealized that character? Was there any kind of character? And if there was, so what was that character?
In my life, but uh, although what I would like to say on movies named Troy, and the main character of the movie's name is Achilles. So he was a soldier, and sometimes he hired to fight to uh, uh, any nations or under any king. So the beginning of the story, the king Agamemnon called him for the fight, but he slept as an idol, and all the members or soldiers were waiting for him. And then, when they entered at the field, the soldiers crowded his name, and all cheers that time. And I feel really awesome that how a person uh, was liked by all the nations and all the people, because they uh, feel the Achilles was their idol. So and we know that we knew that Achilles was the son of Zeus, and he was the master of the fight. So when he tried to join a fight, he tried to own every battle. So it's interesting story, and at the last of the he uh, maybe went forward, then he is king, and even he loses the opponent, then all the soldiers crowded his name. And that times the king also jealous that why the all men and all the people were liked Achilles much than their king. So it's really amazing that lived a simple man, uh, how it's possible to famous than their king. And even in the history, we can find the name uh, bigger Achilles than their king. So it's really influence me, man. It's really influence.
Yes, is this the story? Is this the movie where Brad Pitt actually like was
Yes, ma'am.
casted
Yes,
for
ma'am.
that?
Brad Pitt was the main hero, and he was the Achilles character.
Yes, he was Achilles here. Of course, because the whole even the thing that the epic which was written and Iliad, you have heard about Iliad and Odyssey, right, Piyash?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And it's
So
written by Homer.
Yes, so when Homer, like this was the part of the story of Iliad. So it actually within all the characters, of course, Achilles was the most powerful one and the most powerful soldier among all of them. But like he had just one weakness, and that weakness was
Achilles heel.
right, right. All right. I also saw watched the movie when I was in maybe on our second year. I watched that movie as well. It was such a great movie, and of course, Brad
Ma'am,
Pitt is a great. Yeah,
interestingly, we heard several times that proverb Achilles heels, but we uh, didn't know
the
that
meaning of
times
it.
that what is the weakness in that proverb. Uh, Achilles heels means the weakness or weak point, but that times I didn't understand what is this and why they called Achilles heel. But when uh, maybe I was at class 10, then I enjoyed the movie. That times I felt better because maybe the arrow mm, push his heels, and that times I summarized the meaning of Achilles heels.
Okay. Yes, arrow. This arrow can poke. Okay, or push. মানে তো ধাক্কা দেওয়া. Poking is a better word to use, or struck can also be used here. Okay, these two words will be better way. Other push also can, like you can make people understand what you are trying to say, but uh,
Ma'am, I don't know the
you do.
meaning of this word. That's why I try to
Yes, yes,
correlate.
yes, yes. So struck মানে তীরবিদ্ধ হওয়া, or poke মানে খোঁচানো হয়. ওই that's how this two that you have watched many movies and maybe some telefilms that you watch, that you like to watch. So, was there any character that you fell in love with, or maybe you idealize or you like?
Ma'am, mm, uh, ma'am, basically, I saw many movies in my life in Bangla, uh, but one movie I can't forget ever. But it's not one character, but whole movie I really, um, when I watch, I really fall in love these movies, and it was relatable our real life. And the movie was Persian language, but Bangla dubbing, and that is why I can understand whole the thing easily. And I forget I forget the movie name, but the movie uh, about was about family world, or I can say domestic life. And uh, here I have three main character. First one is hero and hero's wife, like heroine, and their two child. In this video, uh, in these movies, uh, the wife or the heroine uh, could leave his husband only because of his only because of her mother, um, her only because of her mother wants. And this then happen all the thing that uh, that was really pathetic for uh, viewers. And the uh, about story about the real life that can happen all the family. And
Okay, okay. I haven't watched it. Nadim, is it available in Telegram? Like not the Bangla dubbing, Bengali dubbing one, the English one. Is it available in Telegram? Could you actually send this movie to me? Like if it's in the group that we all can watch it. Was it an English movie or
Ma'am,
of other
ma'am,
language? Do you have any idea?
ma'am, ma'am, yes, ma'am. It is a Persian language movie, but eh, ma'am, ma'am, can I express in Bengali? Then I will try to translate in Bangla. Sorry,
Okay,
ma'am. Then, ma'am,
translate
এটা
in
আসলে
English. Yes,
ম্যাম
I got
আমার
it.
ইয়েস ম্যাম ম্যাম এটা আসলে ম্যাম আমরা একটা ওই কোচিং এ ছিলাম, তো ওখানে দেখাইছিল যে পর্দাতে, বাট এটা আমার কাছে নাই। আমি ওখানে দেখেছিলাম, আমি, মামুন আরো আমাদের ফ্রেন্ড মিলে। তো এই মুভিটা রিয়েলি অ্যান অ্যামেজিং মুভি।
The movie has an amazing story, right? All right then. And what about meme? Meme, have you ever, even though you haven't watched much movies, do you have any character that is your favorite and you idealize?
Ma'am, I watched many movies, Bangla, Hindi, but I didn't watch English movies more. Uh,
Okay, you can describe any of the movie characters, any movie characters, Bengali, Hindi, whatever it is.
okay, ma'am. Uh, in my life, till now, I feel uh, two movies are my favorite. One is Three Idiots, and second is Charlie. Uh, they are in these movies. Uh, in Three Idiots, their main hero was Amir Khan, and second Charlie. In Charlie, the hero was Salman Dalkar. Uh, both of them or among them, I feel I love Three Idiots most. And I watched many times Three Idiots. Whenever I feel like my mood is not good, then I decide to watch Three Idiots, and then I feel better after watching Three Idiots, uh, because of Amir Khan. Uh, he always tried there to help others and his friends. Also, I loved his acting because of his friendship with his friends. Uh, because all time he tried to help, uh, tried to be helpful with others and his friends also. And in this movie, we can see about the systems of our education which are wrong for us. Uh, Basically, uh, the education systems are focused by this video, which uh, which is destroyed our mentality about education, and this is focused by this movie, really. And here in Three Idiots, Amir Khan uh, uh, try to understand us that we should not
Try to
choose,
make us understand.
try to make us understand that we should not choose our uh, subjects or life decisions by uh, others, or by help of others. we should take our decisions uh, by ourselves, or and also this movie also helps us to also shows us to that to uh, uh, our parents that engineering or medical or doctors.
Meme, how can doctors be a subject?
Sorry, ma'am. uh, MBBS.
MBBS, it is a subject.
uh, no, ma'am, it's a degree.
It's a course, it's a degree, right?
Yes, ma'am.
The medical education.
Medical education, I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't force their children into MBBS and engineering courses. That's how we could
Yes,
say.
ma'am.
Also, meme, what was
That's
my
why I.
question?
Yes, ma'am.
Meme, did you forget what was my question? I asked you what is your favorite character. I didn't actually wanted that you actually tell me or describe what is the thing that you liked about the movie. I asked you what was the character that you liked. I wanted to know that what was the thing that you liked about one character and not the whole movie. Okay, so you have to remember the question that is asked to you.
Sorry, ma'am, I forgot it.
So the character which was played by Amir Khan, it is your favorite character in the movie.
Yes, ma'am.
Was it Ranchod Das?
Toucher.
Yes, Ranchod Das something. What is it said?
Ma'am,
Hmm. What was the actual name? Ki Wangdu. What?
Wangru.
Ki একটা
Ma'am,
Do any of you
ma'am,
remember?
Fung Shu Tongru.
Yes, Bongshut Wangdu. Yes, right. So, uh, yes. So this thing. Okay. So meme you already said about about like described about him. Okay. Now I want to ask you: have any of you actually watched the movie Padmavat? Have you watched the movie Padmavat? Any of you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, maybe you haven't. So I
Ma'am,
don't know. Yes.
I watched it, ma'am, but maybe I didn't finish it, ma'am.
Okay, you couldn't. Okay, you didn't finish it. So actually, it was the first movie that I went to watch two times on a cinema hall. Why? Because I liked the villain's character, like which was played by Ranveer Singh and Alauddin Khilji. I liked that character so much. I I do have that movie in my laptop as well. Mm, there are some types of movies or there are some types of novels where I feel like, and there is like a series also like of Sherlock Holmes, and Jim Moriarty is the villain of the whole series and all those things, all the mastermind, all of those games, and he is the most potential actually criminal against Sherlock Holmes. So um, somehow I found out that he is the character that I liked, and there are some most of the times when the characters they have more potential some at some points that they have more potentials than the hero or so like so-called protagonists, then I felt more attached to those kind of characters. Like another movie, there was another movie, like it is very like a blockbuster movie, and its name was Pathan. Any of you, have you watched this movie?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so there was a
Ma'am,
character, like it's totally like it's kind of totally like a South Indian kind of movie, or maybe it felt like a Hollywood movie. And there was so many things that is not believable, all those things, but still there was the character of John Abraham, and he played it so well. Okay, me, I'm coming back to you. So they played it so well that this characters feels more interesting than actually mm, the plain characters of the protagonists. Okay, so okay, meme.
ম্যাম ক্যান আই জয়েন আফটার সাম টাইম? মানে আমার আম্মুর প্রেশার হঠাৎ করে অনেক লো হয়ে গেছে, তো আমার একটু মানে দেখতে
All
হবে।
right, all right, all right, all right, meme. No problem, no problem.
ওকে ম্যাম, থ্যাংক
You
ইউ।
can leave. All right, all right. Yes, Piyash.
So, ma'am, have you ever watched movie in the theater or cinema hall, ma'am?
Of course, I have watched. I have watched more than 30 movies in cinema hall, because in here in India, it's it's very common to watch movies and go on Sundays to watch movies. But after the lockdown ended, I haven't gotten much chance to watch more than I have. Maybe I have watched 10 movies on cinema hall. But before that, I watched more than 30 movies on cinema hall.
So, ma'am, could you please, ma'am, explain the environment of the hall and the ticket price of the cinema? Is it
Okay.
varying for the blockbuster or the normal movie, or as it regular?
Actually, it varies actually, because yeah, and it is also different. Because the movies I have watched here, and most of them, without just one or two, I watched them in Kolkata. But for the others, I have watched them in Gitanjali Cinema Hall, and all the movies were there, and I watched all of them. And there are some movies, like the movies which are of Marvel series. I don't know if you have watched this or not, but the movie series of Marvels, like the Thor Ragnarok, and then comes Loki, then there was like Avengers Endgame, and maybe there was another one, the Iron Man's the last part, I forgot it. Then Spider-Man, Homecoming. These movies I've watched on television. I want, sorry, what I'm saying, I watched on cinema hall, and they had like the thing, like 3D. They had the screen of 3D. So while watching, like, you need to put on a glass. We were to put on glasses, and by this you can watch the movie in a better way. So for those 3D movies, it costed us, if you take the seats, and actually it varies, if you take the seats from the front side, like the in the lower spaces, and it will cost you less. And if you take it from, like, if you watch the movie from a higher position, like the downside, and on the upper side, on the balcony, it costed us maybe 110 or 120. So it's not actually that much costly. And it's costlier in the inoxes, i I feel. Because now that we actually don't have the cinema hall right now, because they have been repairing the cinema hall for more than 4 months or 5 months. So maybe there is the new cinema, it's coming, and it's called Jawan, and people are going crazy about it, and people have started watching it as well. So um, I think we, like, together we have to watch it by going to Bardhaman. There is like one place, and it is called, it's a district. It's another district. Birbhum is one district and Bardhaman is another district. And it takes 1 hour by train to go there. And in the IMAXs, it costs you 200 plus or almost 300 to watch the movies. And it varies actually the how about the how popular the movie is. So it actually varies. And for Bengali movies, it doesn't cost you much. It costs you maybe 60 or 60 rupees at most. And that's it. And if they have the air cooler system and all the seats, all of them are so well organized, and the like the environment is also very good. And even my teachers, sometimes I find that my teachers, they have also gone with their family members to watch the movie. So it happens like, and we go all together. It's a like it's the environment is very good to watch actually. Piyash or Nadim, don't you haven't you watched any movies going to the cinema hall, or don't like in Rajshahi, don't they have that much actually facilities to watch movies in cinema halls?
Uh, Only one movies I watch in cinema hall with my family members when I was uh, 12 or 13 years old. But after that, I can't, uh, I couldn't go any cinema hall to watch movies. But here have Rajai have opportunities to watch movie in cinema hall, but I cannot choose to go there. That is why, ma'am, uh, I I couldn't, ma'am.
Okay, like your friends, they don't go there, so you couldn't go. You didn't have a company to go there. That's why.
Yes, ma'am. It is the first one reason, and second one is, ma'am, I am not preferable to uh, go cinema hall and watch the movies, and this is the second one, ma'am. Reason.
Okay, you don't prefer to watch movies on cinema halls. Right. And what about you, Piyash? Have you gone to the cinema halls and watched movies?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And the first movie was maybe Monpura, ma'am, when I
Oh,
was at
it's such a
school.
great movie.
Yes, ma'am. It was my first movie in the cinema hall, ma'am. And maybe day by day, the cinema hall are decorates surprisingly, ma'am. And the environment of the cinema hall are not good, ma'am. Because in this type of local cinema hall, some smokers and maybe the you heard the news that uh, in our Rajshahi and all over the country, there are few cinema halls, ma'am. And if we try to watch cinema or enjoy it in the cine complex or five star, then maybe it costs more than 400 or 500. And even they don't give any sunglasses or any kind of things. So if you
Like the movies are not even 3D movies.
yes, ma'am, and if they provide or if they manage 3D movie, then obviously it will be more than 700 or 800, and even uh, 1000 varies uh, on the popular or non-popular cinema. So it's really difficult for a student to enjoy the movie because the scarcity of the cinema hall. But ma'am, it's really enjoyable to watch in this type of environment.
Hmm. Okay. I totally get it. I totally got it. Actually, maybe many people they don't actually go to cinema halls. That's another reason. When I was a child, I there was a cinema hall in our not in our district, actually in our Mahakuma, and it's called it was called not even the name there, and the culture actually is totally decreasing from from our country, and the environment is not also good for a family, for a family to watch the movie together all together. So it's actually the thing is actually decreasing. And also there are some movies which are really good, but there are also some movies, many like most of the movies, they don't have a plot, the actors, and they don't actually can't act well, all those things. So these things happen actually, I guess that's how. And in India, especially West Bengal, I don't know about the other states, but in West Bengal it's a like normal kind of routine, maybe once in a month to watch a movie, going to the cinema halls. And when and if the Khans are actually releasing any kind of movies like Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, or Salman Khan, then people are like dying to go out, go to watch the movie. So it happens. And of course, there are some South Indian movies as well, like the Bahubali and Bahubali 2. Both the movies I watched going to the cinema hall. And this actually, and then there is Pushpa and this kinds of movies. So people are more attached to this kind of box office movies here to go. And there are some like, and there are, you can buy cold drinks and popcorns and the chips from their store, from the store that they actually keep for the audiences. Yes. And there is also some discounts for the students who study in Visbharati, for the students like in Gitanjali Cinema Hall, if you give them like 10 or 20 to 30 rupees sometimes to watch a movie there. So it's actually very privileges for us the students, right? uh,
Ma'am,
yes, Piyash.
I want to add something, ma'am, because
Yes, Piyash, of course.
maybe I will never time to speak about the cinema or the environment. So it is really sad for us, ma'am, because when Kaburi, Rajak, and Alamgir, I would like to say about 90s or the first of the 2000s movie, ma'am. And even
Yes.
in Kolkata, ma'am, they uh, bought our reels, ma'am. And even in the Kolkata and Paschim Bangla Cinema Hall, our cinema were showed in several times, ma'am, because that times the plot and the environment and the whole the castings were so good, ma'am. And day by day,
Mhm.
we lost our cinema and cinema hall, and uh, we totally lost our whole environment, man, whole the society of cinema. It's really a great loss for us.
Yes. And also there was a movie I really liked it. I don't know if if both of you watched this. Its name is Chuti. Have you watched it? It's a Rajak. Chuti.
Never
What about Aguner
watched it.
Parashmani?
I really forgot, man. Maybe maybe at my school age, I watched it, ma'am. I watched lots of movies, but that's time I didn't understand the whole story or whole things, man. But I watched lots of movie sitting with my family because that's time that was the culture, even in the holiday, man.
Yes,
We
and there is
were
also
sitting
there
all
was a
together, man.
yes, there was also another program, Alif Lala, uh, on
Definitely.
Fridays. Yes, Nadim, like, did you get a chance to watch that show when you were child? You were child, Alif Laila, or not?
Yes, ma'am. I watch Alif Laila and Sindabad, ma'am, when I was
Mm.
little, or when I was read in class 4 or 5.
When I read in class four or
That
five, yes,
yes, ma'am. When I read
yes,
in class 4 or 5, if probably every Friday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. and
yes, yes, 8 p.m. Right.
8 in BTV channel, they watch this Alif Laila
Showed.
and Sinbad.
Yes,
Yes, yes, ma'am. This was
they aired.
and it was
AIRED. AIRED aired the program.
at the program, and I think it was very famous for all the people or all the children as well. So I when I mm, get Alif Laila and Sinbad uh, Watchman.
Sinbad. Sinbad. Right. Actually, it was the only show of entertainment for us, and there was another one like Sisimpur. That was also another one. But after like the maybe the storm of Indian TV serials and all those things came, we actually nowadays we don't even open BTV channel and we don't even watch anything on that. So it's a loss for our childhood that the new generations they won't be able to watch those shows, and we feel so that thing that we feel so much energy and excitement while watching one TV show just and nowadays it's so it like there are so many television shows and so many cartoon channels, all those things, but the thing that we enjoyed, they are actually they won't be able to get that kind of enjoyment. So it's yes, these things happen, and that's how we are also going to be older soon, right? So
Ma'am, there happened a boring thing, ma'am. Can I share with you, ma'am?
yes,
Uh,
yes,
when
Nadim.
when 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 Alif Laila shows in that time, very long time they shows ad, ma'am, and this was very boring for all of us who watch uh, the
Ye-
Alif Laila,
yes,
and this was really, ma'am, boring.
yes. I'll also send you the videos today as well, and so that you can finish watching the videos before going to sleep, or maybe so that tomorrow you won't have to manage a lot of time to watch the videos or listen to the videos as well, right? So uh, now I will go to another question. um right, in our country there are many celebrations, right? And in we have our um religious celebrations and we have our cultural celebrations, all of those things. So in those celebrations we find that there are many gatherings, many people actually go to the engage themselves into that kind of celebrations and all those things happen. So what do you feel, Pias, that going to those places, about going to those places and socializing with people? Because nowadays there is a kind of maybe there is a kind of new trend, or there is a kind of thing that people have has gotten so much into mobile phones or laptops, all those things, or maybe they actually alienated themselves from the society and the people from the outside. So what do you feel, Piyash, that actually when you go outside to celebrate, do you like it, or you have some kind of thing that no, I don't like to go there, or I don't enjoy people's company and their companionship?
different types of people, and I like the different culture of a society or a country. And I always try to attend any culture program because it's really moves me much, and I can find new things when I attend the program. So definitely, it is positive for me, and I also advise those people who are sit idle and glue with their phone in home, and maybe they are introvert, but I think if anyone glue their eyes on their phone, so maybe on they go far from the society, and even they have the scarcity to mixed up with people, and even they never don't know how to respect the elder, or how to um, talk with on another. So it's really a danger for us, and obviously any festival gives you to mm, the natural things, and it comes from roots, and in that type of occasion everyone can learn their not their rules and the regulation of the society, and that if you mm, will accept the occasion that may be created or organized in another society, I also appreciate it because all the things have positive and negatives issue. If you find drawbacks, then neglect it and try to mm, uh, um, gain the positive things only, and be cool and be happy.
Yes, 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 that's the most important thing that we should do actually. What about you, Nadim? What do you feel about these kinds of occasions of gatherings?
Ma'am, ma'am, could you repeat the question, ma'am?
I said there are some occasions happen, and it may be religious or cultural. programs, and in those programs there are a lot of people, they get together, and there is a gathering of many people, and you have to actually socialize with people. So nowadays there are like the new generations, or not the new generations, there are many people who actually don't like to mix up with other people, and they rather prefer staying at home, and many of them are introverts and not that much extroverts. So what happens that they prefer rather staying at home than going into the gatherings and celebrate that day with their family members and their or maybe their relatives. So what is your thought? What do you feel about this thing? Do you like it or you don't?
Obviously, ma'am, I will like to any kind of people. It can be our neighbor or our friends or our relative as well. So when I get a chance to celebration uh, any kind of uh, any kind of celebration, I always try to engage, or I always try to go there eh, and mm, and try to refresh myself. And it's really it's I think maximum or most of the people like to celebrate any kind of thing or any kind of event. So it's uh, i i it's really mm, good. It's really uh, bad to stay alone rather than uh, go outside and mix the another people who are
Mix with another
engaged.
people.
Yes, and mix with another people who are engaged various kind of work or celebration. So I think we should go there and enjoy a lot, and try to be a social, and try to spread happiness and be happy, ma'am.
Okay, try to socialize and try to be happy. Okay, say this way.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what you do, Nadim, right? Whenever there is a celebration or gathering happens.
Uh, Ma'am, I always try to engage any kind of work because I love to do, and I love to engage uh, all the time, the all the time of event.
Engage myself with work. Engage
Yes,
myself
ma'am.
with
Engage
work.
myself with work, and try to collaborate, or try to talk another people who came to celebrate, and also talk with them, and
Speak,
with
not talk.
sorry, ma'am.
Speak. It's speak, not talk. Talk
Yes, ma'am.
means different.
Okay, ma'am. And try to speak with them, uh, and
Or you can say I talk to them. Then it's all right. I speak with them or talk to them.
I talk to them, and uh, try to uh, try to collaborate. Try to collaborate them, ma'am.
Collaborate with them, not collaborate them. How can you collaborate them? You can collaborate with them in the occasions, right? So I think I will stop the class now because there's this occasion, and like all of the like many people, they do some kind of celebrations for today mandates of the Hindu community. So I will take 30 minutes, and then I will start our new class, because maybe here some people are going to actually there is going to be some kind of sound pollution. So maybe that, okay, Piyash, I'm coming. So class for 30 minutes and I will start the next one for the basic class. Okay, yes, Piyash, tell me.
Ma'am, you told about the Hindus festival, ma'am. So I would like to share on a festival that organized by the Hindu Society in Rajshahi. So the festival names Roth Festival.
Yes,
And
Roth.
when I was in my school, so that times I heard the name. So one day, some people said about Ultorot. Then I surprised what kind of festival is this. Then I entered and engaged with the festival and saw that uh, they organized a big fair, and maybe it's mm, long more than 30 days. So we all Muslim um, peoples were also went that times, and we and my all of friends were enjoying so much. And even these days, I also looking for this festival, because in that type of fair we can buy lots of things, even in less prices, ma'am. So the fair is amazing, and I really liked, ma'am, the Roth Mela, ma'am.
Actually very much likable. Do you know, like, I don't know, Roth, like Rotho Jatra, it's such a celebrated thing in our country, and lots of people gathered there together, all together, and they enjoy the time very well. I feel like if you ask, like as a person, I feel like, rather than that, the survey that we do for in Durga Puja, it's but personally I like it more, and not this Ratho Jatra that much, because gathering, all of us we like to do those kind of gathering and mix up with the relatives and family members, all those things, but there are so many people, and pickpocketing always happen in those melas and all those. I don't know what about your area, but here in our place, like in Shatkira, there is a festival and there is a mela and occurs there, and actually so many pickpocketers come round, and so many haphazard situations. All people are all together, and the gathering seems, and it also rains in at that time, so situations actually that it's not that much good to actually, it's all right, but maybe at your the place where you live, maybe it's better, right? Maybe these things don't happen. Yes, could you listen to me? Like, is
Yes,
this
ma'am. Yes,
situation is
yes.
different? Yes, is the situation different for your place, or is it the same? Maybe the pickpocketers or maybe the
Ma'am, I never entered the crowd, ma'am, because they try to pull the rock, ma'am, and we watched this, ma'am, but never entered the procession, ma'am. That procession. So I only enjoyed the fair, ma'am, And I never heard this. And in our Rajshahi, there are uh, a big number of Hindu community, man, and the number is huge, man.
Okay, okay, right. All right then. It was a good conversation with
Ma'am,
both of you. Yes, Nadim.
ma'am, tonight we have a organization meeting uh, happen 10 o'clock. That is why, ma'am,
B2B.
next class
It will
probably
occur at 10 o'clock. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Um, it's in your university campus.
Ma'am, university campus, not university campus, ma'am, in our hall, ma'am, because
Okay, all right.
we have a debate organization, and Friday or next day we have an event, debate event. There we we participate. There will we participate, ma'am. Two teams.
Okay.
So that is the reason
Okay. You won't be
they
able to
call.
join the next class, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. No problem at all, Nadim. And of course, after doing all those organization and things, you need to share in your next class that what did you do in the debate organization, and what was the discussion and what was the situation here. Okay.
Obviously, ma'am, I will try to share my experience.
All right then. So I will stop the class right now and we'll start our next class 30 minutes later. All right. Bye for now.